That's right, folks. It's class time at Potions at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. All right, so this is week 8 in our summer reading program, and we are going to Hogwarts for a little bit of potions class. Now, like in Harry Potter, potions class can be kind of like your science at school. And basically, you're going to take a number of ingredients, in this case 2 ingredients, maybe 3 if you count the food coloring, and we're going to create a reaction. Just like in potions class, you get a reaction out of very different items. So basically, all we're going to do is we're going to take a cup. We'll provide you the materials. No worries, folks. And we're going to provide you 3 little cups with the baking soda already in there. And from the earlier lessons that you've had with the summer reading program, or projects, if you want to call them that, it don't matter either way, we're going to have the food coloring. All right. So what we're going to, and you're going to need popsicle sticks too, just a heads up. We will provide you all those as well. And what we're going to do, I am going to do yellow first. How about that? We're also going to need vinegar, which we will provide in a little bottle like that. We're going to take the food coloring. I'm going to drop a couple drops in there. If you need more coloring, by all means, no problems there. I'm going to stir it up with this little wooden. They kind of clump together. So we're going to stir, stir, stir. And you can choose whatever color you want, by all means. See how this is starting to turn a little yellow, which is good because that's the color I chose. All right, so we're going to take our colored baking soda and we're going to put it in this cup so we can see it. Now, if you want to put it all in, you can. Otherwise, just enough to get the bottom of the cup. Let me put that front and center. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add the vinegar and we're going to watch the reaction. Are you guys ready? This is the reason why I did the cup, because it's a lot easier to see and we can add more vinegar or add more baking soda. And the more baking soda you add to it, the more you can see it. All right. See all that? Now we got a bunch of yellow slush. That's what color it was. Anywho, all right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to explain to you what just basically happened. Now, when you add the baking soda in, it's a chemical reaction. When you're adding the acid onto the vinegar, the acid is the vinegar, excuse me. But when you add the acid that is the vinegar to your base, which is the baking soda, you are creating a carbon dioxide, basically. It's carbonation, if you will, in a different way. No, you do not want to drink that. You don't want to drink that type of carbonation. Now, the whole point of all this is to see if they will actually mix with the colors, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to take the last 2 we have, and we're going to choose 2 different colors. We're going to do red and blue for the mixing of the colors. And you want to, or maybe, I'm running out. It's okay, we can fix. We can add red to this one. Ooh, lots of red. And just like the last time, we're going to stir, stir, stir. It's going to clump. It's okay. You just add a liquid to a dry powder, so it's going to clump. We're going to mix it as much as we can, kind of nail the clumps here. Ooh, you can really see how red that is. All right. I'm going to do the same thing to the blue, okay? May have added too much red. Hold on, I gotta get more blue. All right, so we mixed our red. Let's see that. And our blue. They're not perfect. It's okay. And if you're not alone, if you have siblings or whatnot, let them choose a color. You get to choose a color, and you get to help mix, okay? Now, I don't think we're going to need the whole thing. So if you want to do it a couple times, by all means. We're going to put half of the red in there. And we're going to put half of the blue in there, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to see if these colors mix. What do you think is going to happen? I'm going to put this in the front and center here. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think the colors will mix, or will we have two different colors separate, but yet both showing up? Let's find out. Ready? Let's add the vinegar. Whoa! What's happening? We have more predominantly, there's two different colors. I put them on two different sides. That's a good thing about, and I put equal amounts, so. They're separate, aren't they? Maybe if you mix them together, you think if we mix the two powders instead of setting them off to the side, do you think they'll turn into a different color? Well, let's try that, shall we? That's the reason why we saved a little bit of each powder. All right, now we're going to take one of our popsicle sticks from earlier, and we're going to put our last halves of the colored baking soda in. And we're going to stir it this time. Now remember, we had half on one side, half on the other side last time. We're going to stir the two baking sodas together and see if we get multicolors, or are they going to mix. Now, for the layman, if you mix red and blue, you should get purple, okay? So we're going to find out what color happens once my camera wants to cooperate. Okay, now let's try this again. Photographer I am not, chemist maybe. Let's find out what color we're getting. And this is mixed together. It's kind of a purpley blue, so it kind of mixed. It didn't mix very well. Still some more down there. So if you have any more vinegar down there, look at that. It's more blue than anything, but it's a purplish colored blue. So maybe I had more of the blue food coloring than the red food coloring. So they kind of do mix, but there are certain chunks that will be separate colors because it'll hit it at different times. So why don't you try on yours, find out if yours mixes. Maybe you'll have a more even mix of food coloring than I did, and maybe it'll turn out a different color. Let me know what you get. Maybe your reaction might be different. The whole idea of an experiment is to do it over and over and over again and get the same result each time. Now, this is just one time. Let's find out what happens when you do it. That's going to be the multiple times. And that is true science. Now, if you get the same result every time or variant results, then you got to find out what the variable is, which could easily be just a different color of food coloring versus a different color, or just the different time the contact of the vinegar hits the baking soda. All right, so that is week 8 with the whole Harry Potter potions class for the summer reading program. All right, let me know what happens on your end. Thanks for watching, guys.